Hey guys, it's time for another Legends of Magic. Today it's going to be Book 3, Mistmane and the Mystery of the Castle. Finally, a little time to read. This time I'm reading by myself. Luna's royal voice nearly made me jump out of my skin last time. There, I'll just settle in and we'll get started on the next of these Legends of Magic. Now, who do we have today? Oh, Mistmane. I used to love stories about her. The pony that gave her own beauty to save her friend in her kingdom. I wonder what else Starswell had to say about her. Mistmane and the Mystery of the Castle. Page 1. Ahem. Halt, you reading this book. Me? Is this a picture of Starswell? Yes, you. You do not read the tales of Mistmane in your cramped study surrounded by spiders and dust. Honor the memory of the great sorceress. Take this book to the gardens and read in the beauty that reflects her own. Well, who's going to know? Starswell's been gone for hundreds of... No, this can't be right. All the pages are the same. Why would he... Unless... Awfully bright out here. Now let's see what you have to... But it's so itchy. And nature. Okay, fine. Okay, I'm lying down in the garden. I'm in the sunshine. I'm in the itchy grass. Are you happy now, Starswirl? I did exactly what your enchantment told me. What a lovely day in the garden. Don't you agree? Where to begin? Figures. Now every pony's familiar with the Mistmane, who is the most beautiful of all ponies. How she went throughout the land spreading beauty to every corner of Equestria. How she gave up her beauty to save her friend. But as I, Starswell the Bearded, know, a great and powerful unicorn does not stop saving the world simply because she got old. No, contrary to what the legend would have you believe, Mistmane's greatest works were yet to come, including one adventure where she solved a problem that even I could not. This is the tale of Mistmane and the mystery of the unbuilding castle. Well, hello, my little friends. What a beautiful home you have here. I wonder, whatever do you call this lovely place? What could that have been? I hope no pony is hurt. My goodness, what a sight. What in Equestria was that noise? Is anybody hurt? No, sir. The rope gave way and dropped this stone. That stone weighs a few 100 tons. That could have crushed one of you numbskulls under it. This rope was sabotaged. Who would do such a thing? We're already behind schedule. If we have foul play now, what do I do? Do I just stop the building of the castle? All you ponies take a lunch. We'll see if we can pick back up after. Or if some pony ends up smushed. Excuse me. Lady, you can't just sneak up on a pony like that. I didn't even know you were there. My apologies. I overheard your conversation with the other ponies. You did? How long have you been there anyway? I'm losing my marbles out here. It seems you're having a difficult time. You can say that again. Perhaps if you explain the issue to me, I can assist. You? Well, I'm not going to turn you down, but I'd hate to see you get crushed under a stone. You just let me worry about that. But we got this job from Starswell the Bearded. He wanted us to build a new castle for the princesses. He gave us very specific blueprints for what it should look like. Can I see? What we're working on here is just the inner keep. See, it's going to be massive. So all of this area around us, what would happen to the forest? Well, we're going to cut down and pull up every last bit. Got to make room for progress, you see. I do. So where did the problems begin? Right here. This wall we just started building just about first thing. Then when we came back the next day, it's gone. Gone. Like somebody unbuilt it and replaced the materials. It was like we had never started. That was just the beginning. Soon we had rope snapping and stones falling. Some of the guys think the place is haunted. Do you? Haunted, no. Maybe cursed, though. You and your men take the rest of the day off. I will discover the cause of your problem. You mean it? Gosh, lady, thanks. It would be nice to work a day without things falling on me. And so Mistmane sent away all of the worker ponies and kept watch over the construction site herself. She walked all around and enjoyed the beauty of the place. As the sun set, she wandered the nearby forest, seeking out the creatures who lived there. She found a great deal to enjoy about the place. And as the night approached, Mistmane settled into a soft and sheltered area of the construction site. She looked up at the beauty of the setting sun from the high hill. And she waited. She waited well onto the night. She gazed at the beauty of the stars. Astounding, such a beautiful. Then Mistmane finally heard something, but it was not what she had expected. Halt! What are you doing here? Who are you? I would ask you the same thing. Me? This is where I belong. Is it? Yes, I am Princess Luna of Equestria. This castle is being built for my sister and me. And what business does a princess have in an unbuilt castle in the middle of the night, young Luna? Like I said, it is my castle. It has been long delayed due to some evil magic. What makes you say that it is evil? Well, of course it's evil. It's been wreaking havoc on the castle. It's keeping it from being built. I see. And why would some nefarious unicorn warlock wish to keep your castle from being built? Hey, who are you anyway? Me? I'm just a friend. But how do I know you're not the one using your magic? You were at the construction site. I guess you'll just have to have a little blind faith. If it's not you, then who? You still didn't say who you were. Hey, get back here. You shouldn't run from me. I'm the princess of the night. I'll find you. Stranger. Stranger? Shh. Quietly, princess, look. Oh, how cute. What are all those animals doing together? Watch and listen. The cute animals are taking my castle apart. Why would they do that? That's the correct question. Now consider. I have to stop them. They'll ruin it. Princess, wait. You animals, put those things back right now. That's part of my castle. Listen to me. I'm your princess. Don't wander off with those. Those look important. You're not listening to me. Yes? What is it? Ah! Stop right there! How dare you assault a princess? I'll use my magic on you. Okay, Bear. Now you and your friends just go away from my castle. I don't want to have to hurt you. No, don't come closer. Stop. Remember, I said watch and listen. You're not listening. Well, I don't speak bear. Speech is not the only language. Read their movements. Read their actions. Okay, well, they're taking apart the castle, so... Is it that they need the supplies? Look a little closer. Is it the castle? Do they not want us to build it? He nodded. He understood me. But why wouldn't they want us to build a castle? And so that night, Luna, the younger of the two sisters, sat down and asked questions to the creatures of the Canterlot forest. She still couldn't speak to them, but when she slowed down and paid attention, she found it wasn't so hard to understand what the creatures wanted. And Mistmane, as the night wore on, slowly backed away. Luna never even realized she was gone. "So you're worried about losing your homes? That this castle with the giant walls will cover everything?" Luna learned that the issue was not that there would be a castle, but how big it would be and what it would do to their forest. "Okay, I think we've got something here. Instead of an armored fortress to keep out everyone, it's a shining beacon of hope welcoming others in. And we'll have a magnificent garden. All the animals who live here now can stay, and we'll allow ponies to come and see them. You can all live side by side with our castle. Would that work?" "Oh my, it's already morning. I need to get back. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me. I'll remember to listen in the future." And as the sun rose and Luna left, Mistmane finally emerged. "I am very proud of you all for what you did. Thank yourself and the princess. You're the ones that solved your own problems. I merely assisted with opening the lines of communication. It looks like it's going to be beautiful. Maybe these princesses are exactly what the world needs. You all had better get back to the forest before the builders get back. Speaking of which, they won't have any more trouble from you, will they? Excellent." Now, though I would not hear or know of the story in its entirety for some time, this is where I enter it. "Princess Luna, you are sovereign of Equestria. You should not be leaving the castle on your own in the middle of the night. But Starsroll, they were taking the castle apart. If someone hadn't come and talked to them, we would have never had a new place to live. So you expect us to believe that you flew out here and spoke to animals, even though you've never been able to do that before? It wasn't like that. They didn't say words. But I took the time to ask questions and see their reactions. It's not so hard when you make an effort. The least you could do is make your lives more magical, Luna." But as Luna showed us the design that she and the supposed animals had come up with, I began to realize there was something to it. The fortress had been my design. I wanted the girls to be safe. But I realized then that their safety would be determined more by how they ruled than where they lived. And if Luna's story were true, and her blueprints were any indication, they were on their way to a long and safe rule of the kingdom. The four-pony of the construction team seemed a bit confused when we showed him the new plan, but he was happy to have the promise that his job would no longer be obstructed by surrounding wildlife. The only thing that concerned me were those gardens. There was no telling what the animals wanted. If the gardens were not to their satisfaction, would they revolt? But my worries seemed to be for nothing. As the castle began to be built, construction ponies did report odd incidents, but not the kind you would think. Tools they had lost months ago appeared just when they needed them. Projects that were left unfinished overnight would suddenly be complete the next morning. The work ponies had renewed strength of spirit. The castle went up much faster than any of us thought it would. Finally, the beacon of hope that Luna and her woodland friends had envisioned was complete. All that was left was the gardens. The work ponies brought some pottery, but they didn't have the skills to create the sort of beautiful garden that the castle demanded. That, I imagined, would fall to me. Let's see now. Magical ficus, ferns, feathergrass, fennel. To my surprise, the job was already completed, and they had done a much better job than I ever would have. In her excitement, Luna had forgotten to tell me about the strange hooded pony she had met. It would be weeks before she remembered to tell me. Which is odd, because even though I was part of the story, even though that part of the story had not been shared with me. I could have sworn I saw a shadow of the hooded pony walking through the garden. But when I tried to follow the shape, I lost her and found only flowers. But the flowers made me immediately think of Mistmane. Some nights when a spell was vexing me, I would go for walks in the gardens. And sometimes I was sure I saw a hooded unicorn tending the plants. Perhaps it was that legendary pony, and she knew a lesson that it would take me years of teaching Luna and Celestia to learn. That the most magical thing you can teach a pony is how to solve their own problems. Look and listen, huh? Oh my goodness, it's her! I must speak with her. Mistmane! Oh, Starswell has me getting carried away. After all, Mistmane is only a legend. A great legend, but only a legend. And I have a lot more to read.